gracious me!
What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory. I've got some comments to go through. I haven't actually read them yet, but we'll see what happens with that in a second. Pack to start things off with. Most of the footage in the first sort of 5 or 10 minutes is stream recorded, so we're going to go into some gameplay and then we'll come back for a couple of packs. I think when we go live as well, what we're going to do is a section of a league SBC. We'll have a pack to open as well. I'm going to talk about a few of the SBCs and whatever content they released yesterday as well. Something that I've noticed in editing, right? How his goalkeeper even made that challenge, I will never know. The ball's nowhere near him. I actually do a lot more than cross, right? I actually try, and I tried yesterday on stream when I was recording this. You'll see in this game in particular, some of the goals I score are actually quite nice goals. But I try and score more goals than just crosses, and the only time you ever see crosses is when I get frustrated when I can't score another way, so I just dump the ball into the box. So I know I bang on about it, but it genuinely looks like I score more crosses than I actually do, because it looks like that's all I try and do, but it's just because nothing else seems to work. I think the next game is the worst. Is literally like the 60th or the 80th minute even, no one has scored, and I end up just dumping the ball into the box because I get frustrated. But top comment, Ruben asks if the what's it called? Foot birthday bail is affordable now. I think he was actually being serious at the time as well. In FIFA 20, hello guys, TVM here, and welcome to the Volta to Glory. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that. Basically, I'm not. I think that game mode is going to be fun for casual players, and I think it'll be fun for maybe the first month of the game. But because it's away from Ultimate Team, which is the main hub of FIFA. Now, I know a lot of people like career mode, a lot of people like pro clubs, some people just play online seasons and stuff, and that's fine. You know, those game modes can be fun. Career mode is very stale. That needs revamping big time. Rumours have it, though, that they have done that. There is a specific update strictly for pro clubs and career mode, though, so fingers crossed we get some decent information and updates from that. But I feel like because most people who, at least you guys watching this, most of you will be engaged more with Ultimate Team than anything else, I think it'll be a relatively nice distraction for a little while, but then you may feel like you're behind a little bit and you'll need to play more Ultimate Team. Do you know what I mean? I think people will eventually get a little bit bored of it. If they'd incorporated it into Ultimate Team as well, not strictly for Ultimate Team, but incorporate it as well, then I think that would have been much, much better. Like if they were to add, just like have Volta career or whatever it is, and you build up your pro and you have all these dances and all those like cosmetic stuff. That's awesome as a separate mode. They'll probably make money from that as well. I realise we've just switched sides. The reason we've done that is because I was building SBCs on stream and forgot to switch it back. My apologies. We'll go back in a second. I know it's a bit weird over this side. So that's awesome, and that's another revenue stream for EA, which is obviously what they wanted. But if they could just incorporate the 5-a-side, or even just challenges into Ultimate Team, I would really, really like that, because then you'd have that element in it. I'm not necessarily asking for a league system or 10 divisions or a knockout table or whatever, but just like some challenges, even if they're, online single match kind of, but then they give us challenges. So for instance, in a 24-hour period, you've got 3 challenges to knock off. You've got to score 1 goal with each player in your starting lineup. So there's 5 players to score a goal within 1 game. Maybe the other one is to score 3 goals in 1 game. Various things like this. And obviously put an emphasis on skill as well, so that you have to use skills. You can't just play the game as you normally would, because that's what street football's all about. It's very skillful. So that would be cool. And then maybe they give us a little reward at the end of it, like a player pick, for instance, or something of that nature. That would be awesome. Then I would focus more on it, but still. I like to listen to this as a podcast on the subway, and that's all Mohammed has to say. And if you are listening on the subway, dude, look to your left. The guy is looking at you, and he's quite creepy. We get ourselves a team of the season here. It was, unfortunately, one of, if not the worst team of the season you could pack. He's only worth about 30k. But, team of the season is team of the season at the end of the day. Anything to update that counter, I'm very happy with. And the final small rare gold players pack that we had from completing the Premier League Yesterday, of course, we got 2 Team of the Seasons in 1. I got a walkout again. I actually thought, it could be... No. It was a walkout, and it was a decent one, to be fair. It was a Spanish cam. I thought it was going to be Isco, but it was actually David Silva. It very rarely is David Silva. It normally always is Isco. But still, 89 rated card sells for about 50k. And that's exactly what I did. I put him straight up on the market, and he's gone. Bale is affordable, though. You're like 200k off, and you have packs and squad battle rewards. Yeah, but again, and I'm going to reiterate this for one more time. Yes, he's about 200k-ish away, right? And yes, I can generate 200,000 coins in a week, not a problem. However, I then have 0 coins left, and I can't do League SBC method, which is the reason we have 1.3 million coins in the first place. So, if I'm to buy a 1.5 million coin player, I want to have a bare minimum of 1.8 million in the club when I buy him, so that I have 300,000 coins left to do League SBCs. I apologise if you don't understand, but I can't keep reiterating myself. I feel like I'm going to bore people who know what I'm talking about. Cheesy goal here with a corner. Corner? No, that's a free kick, mate. With the free kick, but it is what it is. By the road to the final, Van Dijk. That card scares me. The issue with that is he's like 1.1 million. He's gone up crazy amounts of coins. So I can't buy everyone. You know, if I buy Bale, I can't buy Van Dijk. If I buy Van Dijk, I can't buy Bale. However, tomorrow we may very well complete an icon. But for now, let's go live. And that brings us to the live portion for today. Not an awful lot going on, if I'm honest. I have actually got a lot in the club. So, there is a distinct possibility I could go and complete a section of something. But I'm just sort of reluctant right now with certain SBCs EA keep throwing out there. I don't really know what direction I want to go in. It kind of hinges on the guaranteed Team of the Season pack that they release later today. So, it's not quite 6 o'clock for me, so I can't do that. It's nowhere near 6 o'clock, actually. But I can't do that, so I'm going to have to open that tomorrow. But if I was to get something usable, whether it be Frankie de Jong, whether it be De Ligt, whether it maybe even be one of the others that is kind of semi-usable, there is a distinct possibility that I try and incorporate those into my team. De Ligt or Frankie de Jong would go into my team. So that would be, again, me having to change a few things. I kind of don't want to commit to something until I know what's happening with that pack. The Serie A pack is by the by. If I get Ronaldo, I'll work it out. If I get, I'm trying to think of someone else, Zapata or something, I think they'd probably end up being super subs. Ronaldo, realistically, is the only player that would go straight into my starting 11, or maybe Nainggolan. Everything else would probably drop to the bench. Not that I think it's not good enough, just that it doesn't tickle my fancy. That's the only thing. Ronaldo and Nainggolan, the only 2 players in the Serie A Team of the Season that I really, really like the look of. Everything else is like, oh, that's good, but it can kind of go on the bench, or it can be sold, or it can go into an SBC. Not to say that everyone's going to think like that, but just me personally. I would much rather play with the team that I have, because I'm enjoying it right now. Now, in terms of transfer list, sold something else. So the David Silva you saw me pack, that was the very last pack of the stream. I had a very good stream, actually, yesterday. We had a lot of gameplay, won 4 games on the bounce, which was really nice, because it makes a change me playing live and actually winning games. Obviously, we opened a few packs, got a blue, got a walkout, and we laughed at EA Play because they literally just read the pitch notes, which I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest, but it is what it is. I can clear that off now. So I've got a whole host of 83s and stuff, things to sell. I might be able to put half of this back into the club, actually, because I did obviously a bunch of League SBCs. I don't think I would have told you, actually, but I did the Premier League again. Finished that off. We dropped down to about 1 million, 1.27, 1.26, something like that. So we started off on pretty much where we are right now, went down about 80k, and now we're back up to about 80k, and we still have that Team of the Season in the club. And we've acquired the 86 Decora from the league itself as well. So in terms of live content, yesterday EA released Mertens Team of the Season. I think it was down to the fact that, of course, they had the EA Play on, so a lot of the team would have been concentrating on that sort of event in general, I would have thought. Also, I think they thought we would all be watching it and or attending. So I think they just dropped a little Mertens, just slip it under the carpet kind of thing. It's not a bad card for the price. 4-star, 4-star, high-low, 5-7. Very good stats. I don't think it's sort of better than what I have, though. Like, I have a Ben Yedder, a 93 Ben Yedder. Granted, that card is 2 overalls higher, but I'm looking at that and I'm not thinking, wow, that's so much better than my Ben Yedder. My Ben Yedder, for me, is phenomenal, and I don't think this card would be any better, and it would be harder to fit into the team, although it would mean that 9 Golem would get in there. I suppose, how long is it there for? 6 days. So, that's going to be there for rewards, right? You've got Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah, it'll expire Friday at 6, I'm guessing. So, if we get red 9 Golan, I may very well do Mertins so that we can incorporate them. The issue with it is, of course, it's an 86, an 86, an 87, and another 86 within forms as well. So that's going to make it very pricey indeed. You do get some... You get some okay packs back for it. I wouldn't say they're sensational. No 100k or... You do get a 55 and a 50k, I suppose. But the 45ks are dead. Why they give them as rewards, I'll never know. They should just give like 2 25k packs or something. But, it is what it is. That's not a bad card. It's about, what, 700,000 coins or something? I don't really know. I've just guessed at that off the top of my head. Let me go and have a look very briefly at how much that's going to cost. I wasn't far off, actually. It's about 800k right now. I mean, it might come down, it might go up, I don't know. Maybe it started off lower, because that Alexandro is nearly 500,000. And maybe I was a bit harsh with that yesterday, by the way. I mean, that is a good card, that Alexandro. A very good card. It's a nice dynamic image as well. But, that's a sensational card. But I already have Tellez, and I just don't feel like it would be worth that sort of expenditure. Although, having said that, it links in with Ronaldo, which is good. It's Brazilian, which does help a lot. The only issue with it, of course, is I want to move into Delict, right? So if I was to get that Alexandro, which is 386s, but no informs to its credit, I am tempted. I'm not going to lie. I am tempted to get that done. I wasn't going to, but looking at it, I mean, that's sensational. For 500,000 coins, or the equivalent thereof, it's not bad, is it? When does it expire? 5 days. We've got a lot of time there. I think that's, what, Thursday? So, let me know in the comments, right? Do you think that's a good idea? Should I get Alexandro? I know I like him, right? What is he? He's 5'11", high, 3-star, 3-star. I'm a big fan of Alex Tellez, don't get me wrong. But this guy actually links with Ronaldo, right? And there's a reason to then get Ronaldo back into the team again, just in case Ben Yedder starts to get a bit stale. I'm liking Ben Yedder right now, but you never know what's around the corner. So, should we get Alexandro done, or is that a stupid idea? Answers in the comments. I'm not doing Ramos. I've decided against it. I just... There's no room for him. You know, Delict is the player that I want to bring in. So, bringing Ramos in just adds another problem. Even though I think it's insane value for money. 385 rated teams, even with the informs, is very good value. Godin is very good value as well, and that is arguably one of the best defenders in the game. 2 87s, an 84 and an 83. Not too bad at all. But, again, for me personally, causes more problems than he solves. So those two are great value, but I'm not doing them. These two are reasonably good value. That Alexandro is decent. I like it a lot. Let me know what you think in the comments. So, in terms of League SBCs now, just to give you a quick update, might as well. We've been through packs and some gameplay and stuff. There's nothing really content-wise to speak of. Just done the Premier League, then completed 9 teams after. I'm about halfway through 3 teams there, so it's not too bad, really. If I spend maybe 6k, I could get maybe 3 of the teams done, so it's not too bad. In fact, I might just... Should we finish Liverpool and end on a pack? Because Liverpool isn't too far away from being complete. But I've made my money back there, or more than made my money back, because we've got that team of the season who I may very well end up using in an SBC, because there's not an awful lot of points selling it for 30k when it's just easy enough to go into an SBC. We've got a lot of bronze cards there. I've got a lot of Liverpool players in this club, man. That's 3 pages. I mean, Hunter doesn't really count, but I suppose he does at the same time. Let me just whack those in there. Not that you can use all of them. In fact, I may not even be able to use one of them. So, way off on the rating, which is fine. Let's pop him over there, get him in. Put him over there, Shaqiri up there, Divock can go up front. Right, now I need to fill the midfield with, I think, Milner, Lallana and Ox. I think they might be the cheapest. Let's go for, or maybe even Jordan Henderson, actually. Jordan Henderson could be quite cheap. Let's get Milner in there. In fact, let's just go Liverpool, wherever they are. There they are. And then, midfield. I think this is a, if memory serves, that card, by the way, A, it looks great, but B, the card itself looks fantastic. That would be something I would be very happy to bring into the team. And if we got Alexandro, even if we didn't bring Ronaldo back in, we'd then have Firmino, Socrates, and Fabinho in the team. And I would not be against that. Let me just whack that in here and then go back to the midfield where we can start bringing these cards in. So, yeah, Gini Wijnaldum could be an option. Let's bring in Jordan Henderson. Let's bring in Gini Wijnaldum. We've got him. Who's the left wing that I always use? I think I just use anyone at this point, right? So let's just bring in Ox. Yeah, that's 2 chem points off, which is fine if I do that. There you go. Right, so let me have a look at this card first, because that card has gone up a little bit. He was about 700k the other day. He's now 800k. I'm pretty sure if I wait around, I can get him cheap enough. That's a sensational CDM. Medium. We know about him. 6'2". We've used him for nearly 1,000 games, just the base version. So the fact that he's got a sensational dynamic image and it's a 91 rated Fabinho is so appealing to me. And I know people keep going on about the Bale, and I will keep an eye out. In fact, people were going on about it in stream and saying, because they hadn't watched the Road to Glory by then, they were going, are you going to get the FUT birthday Bale? And they kept going on and on and on. And I know a lot of people want him, and I want him as well, because he is fantastic, or looks fantastic. It's just, I've built that coin balance up from nothing, and to see it go down to like almost nothing would be so demoralizing. Like, I know, well, you've got it, spend it, but it's just like, if I'm going to spend it, I kind of want it to be even higher. I want it to be 300,000-400,000 coins worth more than what the player I'm buying is worth. And it might sound stupid to some people, and that's fair enough. But for me personally, it's a mental thing. It would honestly demoralize me if I saw that coin balance go down. Even if I did have that Bale, if he went up on the market now for 1.3 exactly, it would leave me with 37,000 coins. I could sell a couple of things in the club and put me back up, but it would still make me like, oh god, all those coins are gone. I got to start again. Right, so the last player being Ox. I'm not expecting to pack anything from this, and that's not necessarily the point of the method. If we do pack anything, happy days, right? But I've had some pretty good pack luck today and yesterday, so there it is. That's gone. We can submit that. I'm going to go and look at the... Before I open it, give me 2 seconds. Let me go look at the club, because I'm hoping I've showed you everything. What are we saying? So let's just search and have a look. So we've got all these loans. Divock Origi is still there. I wonder how much Origi is actually selling for now. Yeah, you can still get 80,000 coins for that Origi. I would not be surprised. What's his price range? 400k. I would not be surprised to see him go well above 100 in the coming weeks, because he won't have been packed that many times, and people who have packed him untradeable will have gotten rid of him, and I reckon people are going to start building teams for fun. So over time, that card will go up. It happened with Scream Shaqiri. I actually sold him at a profit, but I could have sold him for an even bigger profit if I'd waited. So I think that's going to happen, and I'm not in any rush to sell him. McGinn is there literally for no reason whatsoever. Could discard him, but I'm kind of hoping that at some point, there we go, there's a minimum for 25. I might just list him and see if I can get 20k for him. I'll be happy. Any Villa fans out there want to buy him for 20k, you crack on. We've got that Mancini team of the season. He's worth literally 35k. I think I'm going to throw him into an SBC if and when I decide to do it. He may even go into the guaranteed Serie A. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure. Another team of the season there who's literally just sat there doing nothing because he's not worth anything. I've got two. I think I showed you this the other day. We've got those who are still worth about 25k. Got these as well. Not packed anymore since. And then that's the second one I packed. I sold the other one for 5k. We still got Bale, still got Van Dijk. I'm going to check Van Dijk's price though. Bought him for... Oh, he's down in coins big time. 260 I bought him for. He's currently about 215. So yeah, we've lost money, but he's doing really well for us. I mean, he's played 84 games so far, scored a big boy goal. Verratti, who I tried to sell twice and wouldn't sell, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to keep him. Falcao, and that's the end of the 85s, but we do have quite a few 84s in there, and then we have a whole host of 83s. So, in terms of the untradeable side of things, so that you can actually see what leagues we've completed recently, because I'm not going to go through them individually. So, Spanish League, obviously we picked up that Casemiro. That's a fresh one, not used him, because we submitted the other one, of course, into Casemiro. So, picked up the Stuani from last week. I think I may have shown you that. We've got Casemiro. We've still got the red Parejo that I don't want, so that can go into something. Moving swiftly along, we've got that 89 David Neres who can literally bugger off as soon as I find an SBC to put him into, because I don't want him anywhere near the club. I did not like that card at all. Nabri, Giuliano and Decora of 86 rated Origin, which is good. And Barbo's not playing as much these days, so I would not be completely against putting him in if I really, really, really needed to. Like, if I bought that Bale and I was desperate, wouldn't be against that at all. And then a bunch of, like, just fodder down here. Munier and Norwood and a team of the season in Taylor, you know, just in case. I'm keeping that back just in case, because I mean it's untradeable. Could have sold it or something. I'm keeping it back just in case the minor league, and that could very well happen this week. If the minor league requires a team of the season, but it's like 83 rated, then I'll use Taylor or I'll use one of the Saudi league players. I'll probably keep Davis because he's Welsh, but apart from that, that's it. We've got Jordan Henderson, who came on in Weekend League and actually did a bit of a madness. I don't know if I've shown you any of the defensive challenges he made, but he actually stopped some of the big boys in their tracks. Ronaldo and Messi a couple of times. I really like that card. Very, very underrated. Stats wise, you're looking at it, you're thinking, yeah, it's okay, but it's not great. In game, he plays like an absolute animal. Maybe because I actually like him in real life. Maybe that's got something to do with it. Let me just very briefly check Bale's price before we leave to open that pack and call it a day on the episode. I apologise if I've gone on a bit here. Oh, there are two. There we go. See, I mean, they're just going up and up and up. And it's not like, oh, quick, buy it before it goes up even more. I can't. Just shy of 1.8 for him. And 2.1. I mean, if anyone is... I mean, if he honestly thinks anyone's going to pay 2.1 million for that Bale, he is sadly mistaken. Stamina would be a massive boost for me. And it's just an end-game card, isn't it? It is a shame they didn't give him some sort of flashback or team of the season moment or UCL moment or anything, the SBC, while I wanted the card. But you know, it's swings and roundabouts. There's some things you miss, and that's one of them, unfortunately. But that would be such a good card to get hold of. I'm not against it. I know I said I didn't want to spend all the money on one card. I'm not against it, but it's going to have to come down to within the price range. Otherwise, I'm just not going to be able to, you know. Let's go and open that pack and be disappointed, shall we? Rare Electrums are good. You know, you've got 12 guaranteed cards, obviously. 6 are guaranteed to be gold. But there are 3 Team of the Seasons who have got base silver. 7 or 8, can't remember the exact figure, who have got base non-rare gold. And then, of course, the rest of them are rare gold. So we've got a massive chance of packing anything in here. Although chances are we will pack sod all. Here we go then. This to end off the episode. Not a walkout. It very rarely is when I do it live. It is a board, though. Minimum you can ask for here. Oh, it's going to be Depay, which is not bad. 84 rated. He probably sells for quite a bit right now because he gets some really nice links into the French League for chemistry for those SBCs. They've just dropped that Mertens, obviously. So, I mean, there's nothing else in that pack worth shouting about at all, apart from Digne, who I do need for Everton because I've not completed that yet. But... okay, he doesn't actually sell for as much as I thought he would. That's very surprising. He's selling for literally about 6k. I'm going to keep hold of him. Going to whack all that in the club. And then I'll try and sell Edda for 750 coins. But that's going to do it for today. Like I said, I apologise if I've just gone on and on and on. That was not my intention. But if you have enjoyed today's episode, do me a favour and smack that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And until the next time, goodbye.